excited because if you can't tell, I got my car back just in time for college since I leave tomorrow. But let me tell you the story. Well, first, I want to say that I was debating doing vlogs for a while because, of course, I don't think my life is that interesting, especially on the daily. It's really, really boring. But I just love watching everyone else's vlogs, and they say the same thing, that they don't think their life is interesting. People just want to watch them. So I was like, well, I guess I'll try it. So today I just went to pick up my car, and her name is Aubrey, and she is a sparkly blue neon 05 SXT. And the story is, like, a week ago, I bought her, and my parents helped me, but I saved for it, me and my boyfriend. But she started overheating, but she didn't overheat until I got home. She didn't overheat the whole ride there until I got home. So I got home, I took it back, they fixed it, gave it back. And then I went to pick up my friend to meet her somewhere to pick her up because she wanted to come visit, and it overheated again. So then anyway, so when I went to pick her up, it overheated again. So I was like, okay, it needs to go back. So finally they gave it back. It did good for a long time, but I had to take a long trip to take my boyfriend somewhere. So we went, and by the time on our way home, it overheated again. So at this point, I was pissed off that it did the same thing 3 times and they still couldn't fix it. So I took it back this time. You know, my mom gave them a little talking to, and finally they said that it was the water pump. But since they didn't fix it the first 2 times and it was such an inconvenience, they replaced my timing belt too, which is really expensive if it goes. So then after that, they were about to give it back to me, but then they took a look at the head gasket, and they find out that the metal in the motor is warped from being overheated and it trying to cool itself down all the time. So I'm pretty much like, fuck my life. And so finally it was there for like 4 days. Every other day they did it, but they took so many tests on it, and it was under my warranty, so it didn't cost me anything. So now I finally got her back, and she's all better, and I really hope that she's better for good, because tomorrow morning I have to drive down to my aunt's house because I'll be staying with her while I go to college. And I think she'll be okay though, but the ride down is like an hour and a half, so that'd be really bad, and I needed to get to college or else I'm gonna not make it there, so. And this is like technically my first car, which is like not the usual. I'm 19 years old and I finally got my first car. I had a car before this that was my dad's old car. It was a neon like this, but it was an 01 I think, or an 02, and it was like a burnt orange color. It wasn't the sporty version either, but they gave it to me before I got my license. So they would let me take it for little like test drives to my friends' houses that were close by, even though I only have my permit. Because I live in the middle of nowhere, so it really doesn't matter. And then by the time I got my license, right before I got my license, my dad took it down to where my college is near, because he used to work there for the week and come home on the weekends. And he crashed it into a guardrail and completely totaled it. So that was goodbye to my first car that I never got to drive. So that is why I consider this my first car, and I love her so much, and she's so beautiful, and I'm just so happy to have her. And like I said, her name is Aubrey, A-U-B-R-E-E, not E-Y. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But for the rest of the day, I have to do a lot of stuff before I go to leave tomorrow morning. So I'm probably going to, I'm rushing back to my house, because before this place closes, I have to take, like, where they recycle aluminum cans. I have like a huge bag of aluminum cans in my trunk that I need to take there, and then I need to make it to the bank before they close, because I have to cash in my piggy bank so I can have some spending money for college. And thankfully my mom, as like a little gift, just filled my gas tank, which made me super happy. And now I'm going back to my house just to pick up my boyfriend so he can help me take the cans into the place. And I hope I make it there on time. Maybe I'll vlog when we're on the way there, because he likes videos, so maybe I'll show you him. You probably already saw him, but you didn't see him. Actually, I think I'm going to videotape like the ride I take home, because since I live here I don't really appreciate it, but anyone that sees this tells me like how beautiful it is, and like people always stop and look and everything, so I'm just going to show you what my daily drive looks like. I'll have to show you like the really parts that people think is like beautiful, because this is pretty much so woodsy that you can't see anything, but people say even the fact that it's so green is just so nice, so I figured I'd share because I have nothing better to do. But I'll just show you the rest of my ride home, and then I'll talk to you a little bit later. Actually, now there's usually no one ever on this road because I live in the middle of nowhere. I live literally like in the middle of nowhere, like people won't even come to my house. But now there is a guy in front of me, and I don't want to videotape his car, and then he turns out to be a crazy psycho and sees me and tries to freak out and kill me or something. But I'll let you see over here, this guy has like a beautiful house. He has a gate and everything, and no one knows what he's going to do with all that land, but it should be pretty cool. And pretty much everything right here is just wood, so it doesn't really matter anyway. This guy is doing like no miles an hour. I'll just show you what's on the side of my car since he's so slow. See up there. Since we're driving so slow, you can see everything down there. And then you can see everything over here. Like literally, it's all like farmlands without the farm, pretty much. But I'm in my development, and I am almost home, so I'll talk to you later. Hi! Okay, so it's the next day, and sorry I didn't vlog more yesterday, but since it was my last day before I leave for college, you know, I just spent time with my family and my boyfriend, and you know, I didn't want to record it because it's like special, I guess. But anyway, now as you can probably see how packed my car is behind me, I'll show you. And my trunk is packed to the brim. Like, I had to almost sit on it to close it. I'm on my way to my aunt's house where I'll be staying while I go to college. So basically I'm on my way to college for an hour and a half ride. And people drive by and stare at you because you're vlogging. But also I think I'll just be doing car vlogs because I'm way too awkward to bring a camera into a store and talk to myself while people stare at me. So yeah, I also figured, you know, I'll show you a little scenery. We can talk to each other a little while I drive on the highway all by myself. Spend some cute tea. But for right now, I will show you some scenery so you can enjoy the view. And here you go. But I'm about to get onto the highway, so it's probably a good idea not to vlog, and I will talk to you later. Okay, so I'm finally moved all in, which took forever because it is now 10:25 at night, and I finally got everything put away, everything done, ready for tomorrow, my first day of school, well, college, and I'm talking light because everyone went to bed. So, yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to end the vlog, and let me know if you like these, because I'll definitely make more. I really like filming these, maybe even more than videos, but well, beauty videos. I like these better. But thumbs up if you like it, or let me know by commenting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.